yesterday, the trade deadline itself, we saw a record 10 deals completed. Shannon, which one was the most impactful, do you think?
I believe Christian McCaffrey is going to change the dynamic of what the 49ers can do, Skip. At first, because when I first got the question, I was like, well, hold on. Well, it didn't happen on the, it was like the Bradley Chubb and some of these other trades that happened, but it was a trade that right before the deadline deal, and I think it's going to be the most impactful. We got a glimpse of what Christian McCaffrey could be in Kyle Shanahan's system with his imagination and his ability to use Chris C-Mac in a multitude of ways. I can hand it to you, I can pitch it to you, I can throw it to you.
Yep.
Skip, I mean, he caught almost 100 passes, if I'm not mistaken, his second year when he was a first-team All-Pro. We know he can run the football. Tremendous hands, tremendous catching the ball out of the backfield. You can line him up out wide. You can put him in the slot. He has that kind of a skill set. So I think Christian McCaffrey, with that defense, now you're going to get Armstead back and pair him with Bosa. Fred Warner is the de facto the best middle linebacker in football. He is a tackling, covering machine. D'Amico Ryan should be a head coach after this season. He's done an unbelievable job. I'm going to go C-Mac to the Niners 1. I'm going to go Bradley Chubb 2. Because I think the thing is, Skip, Bradley Chubb going to the Dolphins, they got to generate pass rush without going zero blitz. They sacrifice an awful lot, and teams make them pay for that. So now you get Chubb, and you get him with Melvin Ingram, and you put him with Phillips. Now you should be able to generate a pass rush without sacrificing your back end, constantly putting. Now I know you want to play press coverage with Howard, and I don't know if when you're going to get Byron Jones back, he's dinged up. But if you can just get pressure without always having to sacrifice your back end, it's going to be great. I like the Robert Quinn. This is why, Skip, the Ravens thought they had Zadarius Smith before he pulled a U-turn and ended up going to Minnesota with his former coach. Pass rush. Although his stats were down this year, maybe that you put him with Calais Campbell, Justin Houston, some of those other guys over there, Skip. Now you get a pass rush with that secondary. Hopefully they're rounding back into shape. So I'm going to go C-Mac 1, Bradley Chubb 2, Robert Quinn 3.
You did not mention Roquan Smith, who went to the team you once played for.
Yeah, Skip, but I think the thing is with them, the tackling, the question is, can they generate a pass rush? Can they get? And they've been good. The last couple of weeks, the Ravens have been really, really good. But I just think I think the Eagles, they really needed a pass rush. I'm surprised with Reddick and Graham and Sweat and Fletcher Clark, the Hargrove. They haven't generated more of a pass rush, especially with the back end as good as it is.
It is
because Slay has been locking it down.
Has he?
Bradbury is not what he once was when he was an All-Pro, but he's still pretty solid.
I agree.
So I think this adds a boost to what they can do. I like Roquan. Don't get me wrong, Skip. I like Roquan Smith. But really everything they're going to be predicated on that is number 8. As long as 8 is happy and dealing, they'll be good.
Okay, I'm going to respond 1, 2, 3 to your picks.
Okay.
Christian McCaffrey was born to play for the Shanahans, like literally born to play for them, because he was born into your locker room when you played for Mike Shanahan.
He was.
And his father, how tall was his father? Is his father?
Like 6'4.5", 6'5". Yeah.
Okay. So Christian got more of his mother. I think. Okay. But the point is, his father could really run.
People don't. His dad was faster than C-Mac.
Okay, I got it. But okay, you got it. And there's a great grandfather in the family who was an Olympic sprinter.
Yes.
Okay, so
that's what he gets. That's what Lisa, his mom, said.
And she was very. She was very athletic. Okay. So you got all kinds of genetics going on here with Christian McCaffrey. Plus, you have the soul connection to the Shanahans. Now it's Kyle, and yet here's my fear for him. Kyle's got a new toy that he's going to want to use and overutilize. I just don't think Christian can take that much of a beating, and they're going to want to subject him to all kinds of hits that he does not avoid. He's not good at avoiding collisions. He's a tough kid, man.
Right.
He relishes contact. I just don't think he can take it, and they're going to have to be very disciplined not to overutilize him. That's my issue with him, which brings me to Roquan Smith. He was flat out born to be a Raven.
Yeah.
I can't make it. He should have come out of the womb in purple. You know, like that's who he is. He's a tackling machine who is the perfect centerpiece of that defense. And again, you're talking about rushing the passer, and I'm not saying he's Ray Lewis, but he's he's at least credible.
But he's a thumper. He's a thumper. And the run defense was not what it needed to be with their middle linebacker. So that's why you go get a guy like that.
So long term, I like Roquan better than the short term. Might produce a Super Bowl this year with Christian if he can stay healthy down the stretch of this year. Brings me to Robert Quinn. Obviously, it's my new arch rival in the division. It's Eagles, and I applaud them for making the move. I'm hoping against hope that Robert Quinn is more in name only, like you sent a good message to the locker room. You went and got a veteran pass rusher, who, by the way, has only 1 sack so far this year for the Bears.
Right.
So I'm hoping it's more in name only than in actual performance, where maybe he can give you a good pass rush here or there, maybe a couple of games, and I'll give you that. I'm hoping, I'm on the record, I'll just say it, I don't think he's going to change life in Philadelphia. I don't disagree with adding him because it's just good for the locker room. Oh, we got Robert Smith.
Robert Quinn.
I mean, Robert. Hi, Robert Smith. Wherever you are. And the point is that Robert Quinn is a little longer in the tooth, and he's been around. He was a Dallas Cowboy for a while.
Yeah.
And his reputation is probably greater than his actual ability to make you that much better in your pass rush.
Yeah. So you like who do you like for one? Who would you put in the one?
Roquan Smith. I just would. I just think, boy, that's just a home run to me. But again, the Eagles got it's just a little more momentum.
Right.
And yet we got something for them on Christmas Eve.
They got something for y'all.
No, we got something.
But Skip, just imagine if the Dolphins could take the ball away with that offense and with Tua and those two wide receivers, Skip.
I know. They got something going. And then it's all about Tua.
The Bears tried to get Roquan Smith, guys,
You're going to have to go to Buffalo, Skip.
Their GM said they just couldn't find common ground. Thanks for watching, Undisputed fans. Subscribe here to get the very latest from Skip and Shannon. Plus, go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.